Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. So today we've got a project. We're going to work on this fence. Yeah, there's a fence back there. Stick around with us and we'll show you. All right, here's what we're going to take on this little project. We got our Stihl combi tool, and I've done a quick video on this before. We'll show you some more here in a few minutes. I really like this thing. This is the biggest power head that they make for this. And then I've also got a brush blade or a heavy grass blade on there. I've got a limb saw, so we can do some limbing if we need to. A couple chainsaws, helmet, chaps, gloves, our tool bag for our chainsaws, which has got our sharpeners, scrunches, wedges, just various tools in there for that. And also, we're going to take the New Holland, and on the New Holland we've got our boom mower. I don't know that I've ever showed this on video. This is a Rhino boom mower, and we can reach out and touch somebody. JW's got this thing way up so since he's fueling it up. But this is a boom mower. It's got the hammers on it, and we can really reach out and get some distance on this thing. So we're going to use that to do some limbs and cut some big stuff out of the way. And the most important tool, JW. So that's what we're taking with us, and we'll get up here and so we can clean this fence line out a little bit. All right, so here's what we're working on. This is the pasture that's on the left-hand side of the property. And if you've seen the channel before, there's the horse barn right there. We call it the horse barn. And then that's the main gate right down there where we come in. JW, how big is this field? You've mapped it out, haven't you?
I think it's like 10 or 11 acres.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. About 10 or 11 acres here. We've not done a thing with it this year, for a couple reasons. Number one, the fence, and we'll talk about that in a second. And number two, we don't have any water up here. So we didn't mow for hay. I did come in and mow a little bit here about a week or so ago just to knock it down and make it look a little better. But the goal we're trying to accomplish today, and we're not going to get done today, we're going to work on it. On the back side of this, there's fence, old barbed wire fence. And in some places, it's pretty good. And other places, it's got trees down on it, it's got limbs down on it. It's, you know, like this right here. I mean, it's just, there's places it's a mess. So we got our new guy, Mr. Newman. He's out here working the chainsaw and getting some stuff cleaned off this fence. JW brought the New Holland out and with that boom mower and mowed along the fence as best he could. And I went ahead and got the Coyote with the grapple on it. And so Newman's gonna pile all this stuff out along the edge, and then we'll just take the grapple, pick it up, and we're gonna get us a couple burn piles, and we'll just burn all this stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of good posts in here. There's some places where it's just completely broken, 4 strands, so we're gonna have to tighten it up in some places, replace some posts, and just get it ready for cattle. We want to be able to graze this. We may graze this a little bit this winter if we end up having some stuff that stays a little longer. We'll just see how it works out. But today, we got some brush clearing to do. Here's a spot Newman's working on right now. There's a whole tree fell across that thing, ain't there?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, and it's thick over in here, over behind the fence. I mean, it's pretty dense wooded area. A lot of pine, whole lot of pine. There's a few poplar and a few hardwoods in there, but it's mostly like this old, I think it's a black pine. It's mostly like pine over in there. And you can see this stuff, where it gets so thick and you don't maintain it, it breaks, and you end up, I think you can make it out on the camera here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff just laying in the floor over there. And that's right here on the edge of this fence is just falling right on top of it. So it's going to be a job. And so here's another issue that we're going to have to deal with is we've got posts that are really loose. A lot of this barbed wire is old, so we'll have to replace all that. Don't think that's going to be a big deal, but now we've got some wire missing down here, so it's just going to be repair and replace. So here's a good example of what the finished product is kind of looking like. You can see fence posts, you can see wire, and it's pretty clear down through there. Got a lot of this done with weed eater, chainsaw, pole saw. I still got some limbs to pick up. Got a big load on the grapple right now, but yeah, this has worked out really good, and it's not perfect, but there's something here to work with, and that's what we need. So been a good day. All right, we got about half of this done. That's going to have to be done all together. We got about half of it done today. The boys worked hard. Got a lot of stuff cleared out. No real surprises. We didn't find anything that just kind of knocked our socks off that we weren't expecting. Got some broken wire. We got some posts that are broken, posts that are loose, some sections that are just missing. But you know, we kind of expected that just from a little recon that we'd done in the past. There's some black locust posts. Can't see any from here. There's some black locust posts that are still in the ground as part of the fence structure. Those things are pretty daggone rot resistant. And if they're in good shape, we're going to leave them. If they're rotted at the ground or they're loose or something like that, we'll take them out, replace them with some of these green T-posts. I got hundreds of those things. The T-posts that are in, some of them are loose. I think we can either drive them in and kind of firm them up. If we need to, we'll just pull them out and replace them. JW and I were talking. I think we're going to have to add some more barb to this. We may have to add another strand. This is 4 strand. We may need to add a 5th. we'll see how that goes. I've got a roller bar, but if we need to buy another roll or two, you know, that's just going to be what it's going to be. Eventually we're going to come off of this about 10 inches, 30 inches high, and we'll put a single strand of electric so that we've got a hot wire all the way around this pasture, which again is going to give us another about 11 acres to graze, which will help us increase the number of cattle that we got on the farm, and increase our sales and the amount of product that we've got. You know, this past month and this whole year has really kind of, it's blown our socks off at the amount of sales that we've had. We've been really, really blessed, and we really appreciate our customers for supporting us and all that kind of thing. But yeah, me and the boys got a lot of work done today. Excited to see how this is going to finish up. It's going to take a couple more days, and then we'll have to do some fence building, fence mending, and repairing. Didn't get into any yellow jackets or hornets or anything like that today, so thankful to get through a day. Nobody got hurt, some work got done, and we didn't tear anything up, so it's good stuff. Like we always say, please keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks.